Okay, here is another example. This time, this is a pictograph, but it's a pictograph that uses X's as its symbol instead of a circle or a bone or something like that. And the information that's being shown here is when a bunch of citizens were asked if they prefer what season they prefer. And there's a key at the bottom that tells us that each of these X's equals 10 citizens or 10 people, and each half of an X equals 5 citizens. So if I asked you to use this graph to tell me how many more citizens preferred summer than winter, you would have to do more than one step. First, you'd have to figure out how many citizens preferred summer using the key and how many citizens preferred winter. So let's do that first. So for summer, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 10. So let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and a half of X equals 5, 65. Preferred summer. Winter had 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So that's step one. You had to use the graph to figure out how many citizens preferred summer, how many preferred winter. Step two is you have to now subtract from the summer total the winter total. So you have to do 65 minus 45. And that leaves you with 20. So now you can answer the question, how many citizens or how many more citizens preferred summer over winter? And the answer would be 20 citizens. Now, what if I asked you to look at this pictograph and tell me which seasons were enjoyed or preferred by fewer than 50 citizens? Well, now you have to actually look at each one of these. And anyone who has more than 5 X's, because 5 times 10 is 50, would not qualify. So obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have more in spring. 1, 2, 3 and a half. So that's 10, 20, 35. So that's one that would possibly be the answer. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So if I asked you what seasons are enjoyed by fewer than 50 citizens, you would tell me autumn and winter. Now, what if I told you to use your symbols and your key, and I wanted you to increase the number of citizens who preferred autumn by 15. So whatever it has, I want you to increase it by 15. Well, how would I do that? Well, I have to go to autumn, and how do I increase something by 15? I first have to add another X for 10 and a half X for 15. So the parts in red are how I've increased autumn by 15. The total that was there, I increased by 15.